Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we have the new Fomoroid Crusher. God dang it, I can't say it right. Fomoroid Crusher. Anyway, it's a big, multi-hued, skinned, cyclopsian, femur-looking Fomorian. And you have two options on how you want to build it. You have the helmeted version, carrying a bunch of rubble. Or you have the tongue-wagging, like Joaquin Phoenix in The Gladiator, Cyclops version with the chains and big hunks of rubble, which is probably the direction I'm going to be heading when I build it. Let's see what's inside the box. Whoa, that's a big base. How big is it? Of course, whenever I need... Okay. Well, that's a 50 millimeter, so this is at least a 60. And Golgog's on a 60. Even that fits comfortably. Wow. It's probably a 60 millimeter. How do I know that? Because it says so right there. So a cool little bit. You have a nice scenic piece of rubble for our Fomorian friend to stand on. And like I said, we have two face options. You got the tongue wagger and the helmeted version with his lovely teeth there. Hopefully these chains are not too fragile. That is a big shoulder pad. Body itself is quite large, using our witch hunter friend as a unit of measurement. Why, he's as big as a foot. No, he's not that tall. There's the foot. Anyway, looks a little bit more complex part-wise than some of the other models. I know the Myrmidon Ogroid was only on one of these type sprues, whereas we get two, but we also have the optional parts as well, so keep that in mind. The other big nice thing, much like our Myrmidon friend, being an actual WarCry release, you have the language pack of all of the appropriate cards. We'll figure that part out once we had a chance to get back into the game. But in the meantime, we are going to get those clippers and glue, and we're going to put them together. Oh, yeah. And here you can see our Fomoroid Crusher is all put together, and it looks like he's got a friend who's going to come join him if you're curious how big these two kits are. So we got the Sphiranx right there, or whatever it's called, the Llama Kitty, our Fomoroid Crusher, and why not throw in the Myrmidon as well. So you can see he fits right in the middle in terms of size of these new WarCry releases. Probably he's my favorite of the bunch. I do like the fact that he has a little bit of a detailed custom basing. And what's really nice about this is, as I said earlier, you've got these indentations, or at least I think I did. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. But there's little indentations and footprints where his feet are actually going to connect to the base. And there's also a little notch right here. If you're going to use the debris that is chained up, it's actually just going to lodge in there, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about it snapping off. Overall, build-wise, really simple. Nothing too complex. And I just noticed there's also one right there for his foot chain. That's a nice little touch too. So he is very well supported. Obviously, he's not glued on yet because I'm going to want to get some paint in there. Grabbing some human models because I'm sure you might want to see what those are like in comparison. There is our witch hunter friend, and for some reason I have an unpainted marauder, which is really weird because I haven't owned any marauders in some time. But you can see they are definitely big kits and can be quite imposing looking on the battlefield. So again, of the bunch, I think my favorite here, the Fomorian. You do like the fact that you have the optional faces, the optional weapons, and much like our Sphiranx there as well, that if you're going to, build up a big unit of them, you got options in how to build them and hopefully paint them as well. I keep looking at him, and I keep thinking Blanca from Street Fighter 2. I don't know. I know somebody mentioned that for the Myrmidon, but I'm thinking our Fomoroid friend here even more so. So, I don't know. The temptation is great, but I kind of like the studio paint job as well and might just try to match it. Not sure yet. Regardless, though, this has been High Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.